Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I wanted to give you an update on one of my videos I did last week about Brian Williams and his Iraq War lie and when he tried to apologize and stuff. Well, apparently the hammer fell down from NBC, but let me get you up to speed. Uh, if For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, last week Brian Williams said I misremembered something, and he said that for the longest time, for like over 12 years, he said he was hit by enemy fire during the Iraq War. His helicopter that he was in was hit by enemy fire. And then he said, well, I misremembered. And it was like on one of the following planes. I did it. And the way he made it the way he worded it, it sounded like the plane was real close to where he was. Like, maybe like a football field or two away. And we found out later that it was like about a hour away, which is a long distance. So he sucks for lying and then making it sound like it wasn't that big of a lie when it was, because he's the anchor of the nightly news on NBC. Anyways, uh, he was still hosting Thursday and Friday. I remember putting on my Facebook page, I'm surprised they're still having him host the news. I think it's a disgrace that he lied like that. It was outright lie. And a lot of people said on my video saying it's a double standard where, like, the higher ups get all the breaks and the little guys like us get would have gotten fired, or at least been able to work out the rest of the day, and then that was it, you know. And then they had I saw some more interviews with people that were there of soldiers, and then accounting that he was in a helicopter far, far away. He was not in the helicopter hit. Well, anyway, Saturday, Lester Holtz was on the news, and he said that our fellow colleague Brian Williams is deciding to take a few days off, like 6 or 7 days off, because he feels like he's being too much of the news instead of reporting it. And that was it until late last night or early this morning, because I had to go to work. So, because I wanted to make a video, but I had to go to work because real life sets in, I have to work. And apparently, NBC finally punished the guy. And what happened was, apparently, not too long before he admitted that he lied big time and tried to apologize. It was a half-ass apology, believe me. He signed a $10 million deal with NBC for I don't know how long, for at least a year. And apparently NBC said he is suspended for 6 months without pay. Now, if he would have been suspended with pay, I would have been pissed. A lot of people have been pissed because, hell, I would love to be suspended for 6 months with pay at my job. That's called a vacation. I'm sure he'll do all right. He probably has money up the ass anyway. But, at least it's without pay. And a lot of people are saying he should have been fired right away, or he should have resigned after saying that. And apparently that's not going to happen with NBC. And then NBC said that we believe in giving people a second chance. But, at least they're suspending for 6 months without pay. If I said 6 weeks, I meant 6 months. And I don't know, at least that's something. So I applaud NBC for at least doing it without pay. If they were not with pay, that would have. We had a lot of angry people, and Brian Williams is being raked over the coals, and rightfully so, for lying and insulting the American public, and also insulting the brave men and women and veterans who fought or served and served their country. It's a complete insult. And like I said, they said they want to give him a second chance if he comes back, but I think as a reporter he's damaged goods. And I was going to look for a thumbnail for this every picture of him I saw, he was like this real smug look on his face, just like I searched that one last week, and the picture kind of pissed you off to see how a smug son of a bitch he is, because I was upset, about him lying. That's really insult. But I'm glad he's getting something, and without pay, which is good. And then in closing, I just wanted to say, I was watching an interview with a guy on CNN, and he was saying that when he saw Brian Williams come out of the chopper, First thing he did was comb his hair. So not only is he damaged goods as a reporter, he's also an asshole. You know, one of those preppy guys, oh, I get to check my hair, and I don't care about if the troops get hurt or report my news. I gotta check my hair first, you know. And it's just weird because I remember the days in the 70s and 80s. I know I was born in 68. Remember seeing Walter Cronkite on the news. And then we went back and forth between CBS, which is Channel 35, and NBC, which is Channel 12. And NBC, they had a tag team with John Chancellor and David Brinkley. And even I remember, had a memory when I lived in the old house in Albion before moving, right before we moved to Cranesville in the summer of 75 or summer of 76. I was watching it and then going in, and my mom was washing the dishes. I don't remember that much, but I remember that. And I remember enjoying that, and it was like, what did we choose? And like, you know, we didn't have a VCR or anything back then, and then it was tough choosing which one you wanted to see. And then PBS later on, like 82, 83 or earlier than that, started showing Doctor Who. The really good ones with Tom Baker at 6:30. So I ended up watching Doctor Who, but there you have it. But I'm glad Brian Williams is getting something. Like I said, he should have been fired, but what can I do? What can you do? At least he's getting something, and it's without pay. Like I said, if it's with pay, that would have been a real travesty. So that's my thoughts on the punishment dealt down to Brian Williams by NBC. I hope you're all having a good day. It's going to get really cold, so just stay warm out there. And as always, take care, my Legion.